Hey, this is MJ, and today we're doing part 2 of our calculus project, and we're going to work on problem number 4 to find the derivative to it with the explanation. So first, let's type in the problem. Our problem is right here. It's y equals 1 plus cosine of g of x squared minus 1 to the power of 3 over 2. This is a chain rule problem inside a chain rule inside a chain rule. We have the outermost layer, which is the which gets the power rule. It's this right here, this part. And we got the middle layer, which is the cosine expression right here. And we got the inside cosine right here. And we got the innermost layer inside the G, which is right here, just this by itself. So let's let u equals 1 plus cosine of G of x squared minus 1. Then we are saying that y equals u to the power of 3 over 2. Now we're going to find the derivative using the power rule, and this is the first thing we're going to do. It's dy over dy over du equals 3 over 2 u to the power of 3 to the power of 1/2. So this is what we get when we apply the power rule. And now we substitute u with the actual expression from up here, and that would give us y over d over u would give us 3 over 2, 1 plus cosine of g of x squared minus 1 to the power of 1/2. So first and foremost, the power rule is done. Our next step right now will be to find the derivative of 1, which is here 2, and it equals 0. And we're finding the derivative is of the cosine, which could be negative sine and whatever stuff we have here by the derivative of the same stuff. So basically, all we're doing is flipping the cosine to a sine. So now, du over dx would equal negative sine. We got rid of the 1, as we said. And here, it's negative sine g x squared minus 1 multiplied by d over dx to g x squared minus 1. Now, our next thing would be inside the sine. And this is what we're trying to simplify and find the derivative for. So, the derivative of gx squared minus 1 would be g apostrophe x squared multiplied by 2x. And this is by applying the chain rule. Negative 1, we will get rid of it because the derivative of negative 1 is 0. So this is done. So now we get to d over dx equals gx squared, this here, minus 1 equals g apostrophe x squared multiplied by 2x. Now we're done with this part. So the final thing we will get is dy over dx equals negative 3x.
Here we got negative 3x by multiplying the number we got up there from applying the power rule, 3 over 2, by what we got from the chain rule, the 2x, the little one on the far right. We multiplied them together and we got negative 3x.
G apostrophe x squared sine gx squared minus 1. And now here, well, to the power of 1/2. So right here in this big box would be our final answer, finding the derivative for y equals 1 plus cosine of g of x squared minus 1 to the power of 3/2. So that's what we got, applying the chain and the power rule and all that. It's not a really hard problem. It's kind of simple. So that was all.
Hello, we chose to do question 1 for the part 2 of our project. Alright, so in this problem we're asked to find the derivative of this function. It looks a little musty at first glance, but here's the function. Anytime you see something raised to the power of -1, that should immediately scream chain rule to you. We can think of this expression as u to the negative first power. So this is just me rewriting the equation. And I am a little under the weather, so if you're hearing a little sniffling, that's me. I do apologize. All right, so now that we have the equation rewritten, we're going to move to the next step. So the next step, we're going to apply the outer derivative using the chain rule. So we're using the chain rule, dy over dx equals -1 times u to the negative second power times du over dx. All right, so this is what we have for that, and we're going to move to the next step. Step 2, we're going to differentiate the inside. And this is a sum, so we're going to use the sum rule and differentiate each term separately. So this is the first term right here. All right. And then this is we're moving on to the second term. All right, and then I'm just going to scroll down and we're moving on to the third term. This is the third and last term. All right, so now our next step, we're going to apply the sum rule and chain rule. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just labeling, me rewriting the problem, and then I'm going to label the differentiate. I'm just going to continue to solve the problem. Okay. Alright, and I'm finished up the problem. And now that we have the problem, now we're just going to reorder the fractions, and then that will give us the final answer. So I'm just going to scroll down, and I'm going to begin to reorder the fractions. Okay. So I'm just continuing to write out the equation. And I do just want to say that I write the problem twice. So this is me just the reordering, and then I'm going to write it again because that is the final answer. So I just want to say thank y'all for watching the video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Have a nice day.